Congratulations for making it this far. My question kind of involves just the length of the tournament. You know, the team had some close maps, had some dominant maps throughout the whole Game Changers tournament. You know, after making it to the final, falling to Cloud9 White, what do you think makes them different than the other teams that you faced?
Hi. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go. Okay. Oh, you want me to talk? Okay. um, Hi. Thanks for having us. Different. They're a really great team. Honestly, they've been a team for a very long time. They have really great like utility usage, which was different compared to the other teams that we played in the tournament.
Hi. Yeah, adding on to that, they definitely felt the most coordinated for all the teams. Their retake was on point. Their utility usage again was on point. Every time I was trying to get into site, it felt like I was just getting bombarded by utility, which felt different from playing against the others teams. Their coordination was just so key, and I feel like that comes with being a team for a while because they have been competing together for a while too. So, yeah, congrats C9, they killed it.
Yeah, I can also add that it shows that they've been grinding, they've been practicing, and honestly, they played really well.
Adding on to that, like they use their ults like very creatively and like coordinated. They use nades. They even combine the Astro Days with the nades, and that's like something I haven't seen all tournament, to be honest. And just to get the timing down on that is like super hard. So like they are definitely the grinders, and it's like very much deserved.
Thank you. Let's go to Emery next.
Hey, thank you for talking to us. So to get to the grand finals, you all had to, of course, beat Moon Raccoons in the lower finals, and that was after they had, sorry, excuse me, beaten you earlier in the tournament. So, what kind of adaptations did you all make to be able to bounce back and defeat them to make it to the grand finals?
Well, we didn't really make any adaptations. We just showed up and played our own game. They kind of outsmarted themselves with the vetoes. They gave me like a free map. I don't know if they were just like underestimating us, but they shouldn't have vetoed the way they did. And I think that's something that comes with, you know, just more playing in tournaments more and having more experience under your belt, so you like know what you're doing when you come into these double elimination brackets.
I think for me, it was just playing with confidence. I don't know. I get really unconfident sometimes, especially when I'm not performing well. But Benny hyped us up, made us feel good, and like calmed me down and stuff. So I think going into the second match, like the rematch versus Moon Raccoons, I definitely went in feeling more confident. So yeah, I would say that was the difference for me. But as a team, everyone performed really great.
Test.
Okay, let's go to Jess next.
Hey ladies, congratulations. You guys came really far and you should be really proud of yourselves. I wanted to ask a question that might seem a little off topic for the tournament itself, but in the Masters tournament, they did not do a map for the people who, or the teams who won the upper bracket, but for this tournament they did. Do you feel like there should be a map advantage in a tournament like this with a double elimination bracket, or do you feel like there shouldn't be one?
Are you asking if about like if the tournament format was well in BO5 you if you're always coming from the upper bracket you always get a map advantage. So if it's going to be a BO5, I mean,
right, so in Masters they didn't have one. There was no map advantage in Masters. So I'm asking if you think that there should or shouldn't be one.
Okay. I think there needs to be an incentive for coming from the upper bracket. So, I mean, it only makes sense to have a map advantage to me, but then at the same time, this was a very long tournament. Like BO3 every single match, double elimination, like with the bracket, like it was very long. So like if we worked so hard to come like to fight through the lower bracket to make it all the way up there to start off like 0-1. I guess it does kind of suck for the like, but at the same time, there needs to be an incentive to be winning through the upper bracket. So I don't know. For me, it's like 50-50.
I wish there would be another advantage. Maybe not map. I'm not too sure if like side or like side pick advantage, if that's a thing, or they get to choose a whole map themselves, like have an extra map pick. So that like that type of thing. But I do like the incentive to like stay in the winner's bracket. Otherwise, like what's the point really?
I agree. I think map advantage makes sense in this case. I didn't really follow the Masters, so I don't know how it worked out then, but I understand why it's for the upper bracket.
All right, let's go to Malik next.
All right. My question is for Benita. I know you said going through that lower bracket is kind of a long and tedious process, but how does it feel knowing that your op is going to live rent free in your opponent's minds going into challengers? I mean, yesterday you absolutely popped off.
Well, it's actually since like CS 1.6, it's been my dream to be an opper, to be honest. For like that's like 2003 to now. It's always been my dream to be an opper. I've just never been in the right position. I kind of always just take one for the team or like do what I need to do to be like more of like the like to bring the team together. So I do feel, or like if I'm like for example in-game leading right now, I just can't do all those roles at once. So when I do get the chance to pick it up, I love picking it up. It's really fun. Yeah, I mean, in regards to living rent free, I've noticed something that I guess I've been doing wrong for like the last so many years is like I never realized how confident these girls come off in these interviews, and it's not like part of my personality, but I think after this tournament and like just realizing the impact I had on in this tournament in terms of like the placements and my op and stuff, the one thing it's taught me is I'm gonna be more confident in these interviews because these girls are wild when they're speaking to press. I'm not gonna lie.
Do it, girl. You've earned it.
Like I don't know. It's just like such a weird like going on this topic. Like I have a lot to say about it actually, and it's just such a weird. I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird right now. The community is very weird.
Well, don't feel like you have to censor yourself. Of course, every reporter loves a spicy take at any moment of time, so we'll always take it. Let's go to Danny next.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. So my question is for sort of all of you. Only 2 of you are officially signed to CLG, but with your lower bracket run, you've had time to kind of gel as a team. Do you guys want to stay together? Can you give us a little bit of? I mean, you guys played awesome this tournament, and I just want to see you guys continue to play together as a 5.
I guess I'll just answer it since I'm the captain of the team. Honestly, we don't really know what's happening right now. We CLG is an organization that takes a more of a passive approach to picking up players. It's not necessarily a bad thing, to be honest. They just have a more tedious process of picking up players. But I guess we'll see what happens.
Okay, so this question's for Annie and kind of anyone who wants to follow up off of her answer, perhaps. In the entirety of Game Changers from the qualifier to now, I don't know if you're aware, but you had 170 total assists. Now, support players, often don't get looked at as much as like the fraggers and the duelists. But 129 in this main event is nearly 40 more than the next, which is actually Benita at 93, and then next to that is Naomi at 89. So you had a ton. How important is it to you and to the team to maybe not, finish those kills, but perhaps set up with assists possibly a Sage with the heals, with the slows, with the reses. How important is that factor, and how important is a support player to the whole of the team?
I mean, I was really just trying to support my team in trying to get those kills and those frags and the retakes and like trying to work post properly and stuff. But I'm still learning. I feel like I still have a lot to learn and to grow from these matches. This is entirely a very, very good experience for me. Like hearing that number, it sounds high, and I could imagine it being from heals and stuff, but I could also imagine it being from not being able to finish kills, and that kind of makes me sad because I wish I could aim higher, but I'll keep my chin up. But yeah, I want to become a better player overall, and I'm glad that I can help assist my team. I wish I had more battle sage in me. So yeah, I'll just keep working my hardest, I guess. Yeah, I love being in competitions and competing. So good. Thanks for the question.
Let's go to Emery next.
You all in that series, and especially on Icebox in the first map, had a lot of like 1vx clutches, 1v1s, 1v2s. You know, how do you guys, you know, stay, I guess, cool in those situations to be able to bring it back, you know, especially when you're down a player and it's, you know, 1v2 or 1v3 or whatever else.
I think it comes with experience, honestly. I was super nervous, like a lot of this competition, and even in ranked games, I get really nervous when it comes down to those like 1v2s or 1v3s and stuff like that. But with time and with experience, that your nerves get calmed. Yeah. But Benny had some great clutches like throughout the whole tourney. Same as Naomi. Like everyone was clutching on the team. Actually, it was insane. So fun to watch.
I think
honestly.
with the C9 White game, if you're talking about like specifically the first map, to be honest, I think they were just like they were just really underestimating us. Like I felt that they didn't believe that we belonged to be in the finals. So the way they were playing, it just like translated, and they were just playing really sloppy.
Okay, do we have any more questions for CLG? Malik, go ahead.
So Cloud9 pulled out the Astra, and this is the first time we've really seen this in competitive play. How do you guys think they did utilizing that new agent and her utility?
Astra was such a strong pick, to be honest. Definitely, and honestly, I think like Red needs to like tweak her a bit, because that's honestly how I feel with her kit currently. Like even when you pick up a star, it still becomes like a jet smoke, and that right there plays such a big part to me, especially being on like as an opper, like getting smoked, getting dazed, getting stunned, getting sucked. Like that is so annoying, and it's actually really a hard counter to like aggro teams or oppers in general. And I felt like really useless whenever I picked them up because of those. Like I felt like I would have to like get babied by my team or something.
Yeah, I thought the Astros pick was pretty strong. Also because we hadn't played against many Astros throughout the tournament, so that extra factor was just something that we weren't coordinated against, or at least I wasn't coordinated against. Yeah, I thought she did a great job with her utility. I mean, at the end of the day, Astra's a controller, and she controlled different areas of the map. Like when we had an opping at an area, she had a suck there, or the smoke there, or the fake smoke to like fake us out. And I thought she did it really well with Astra. So, yeah, I think Astra's a really strong controller, and we'll be seeing her a lot more in competitive play, just in general, as people learn how to coordinate her with the team.
All right. Oh, Brandon, you just got in there. Just got in there. Okay.
Okay, so my question is kind of in regards to the pace of play. We saw a lot of very fast rounds from both teams, really getting the spike down. You know, you blink and you miss it. Is that sort of the style that the team is going to go for going forward, or is that more of a game plan for a specific team, just kind of playing aggressive and playing quick?
Well, historically speaking, even when I think about my CS experience, when we play against, it doesn't have to be female only, like just any tournament that I've played against, we really struggle with aggression. Like we can't really hold specific like aggro plays or like bomb site rushes or anything like that. For the most part, it's like pretty hard. And I'm starting to feel that way in Valorant too, like because when we started playing aggressive, like for example in the Dignitas BO3, we were super aggressive, and I realized like, hey, like we can't even hold these aggro pushes when people are doing it against us. Let's try it against them, because like it's just really like I just feel like a lot of players get caught off guard and they're not like ready for those aggro plays. Especially maybe in a tournament environment, people play more reserved, and like they don't play to win, they play to just play, and like they're scared to make errors and mistakes in game. So that's why we tried like more aggression, because if we struggle against it, I'm sure other teams struggle against it as well.
Okay, well, that's it. Thank you so much, CLG Red. You guys played an amazing tournament, regardless of the results. So next time we have this, look forward to seeing you back there in the winner's circle.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
great
Appreciate
weekend,
it.
guys.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.